This situation around Bonnie didn't start from something new. It came from the past suddenly being dragged back into the spotlight. It began when a resurfaced clip started circulating across Twitter/X, with posts claiming to be Bonnie, who's known in part through her connection to Emiru, was heard talking about an alleged encounter involving a 16-year-old. The clip was framed in a very specific way, with captions suggesting it was an admission, and that framing is what caused the situation to explode almost instantly. Within hours, the clip spread everywhere. Accounts began reposting it with stronger and stronger wording, some calling it exposure, others calling it proof, while screenshots and edits of the clip started stacking up across timelines.
But basically, he was actually 17. I thought he was 17, he lied to me. He was a virgin, and I took his virginity, but at the time, my mentality was okay, I don't have casual sex, but this is my only time to have sex with somebody younger than me, do the cougar thing, and never see him again, and no one ever know about it, just for the experience.
At the same time, another layer formed. People began questioning whether the clip was even authentic in the way it was being described. Some pointed out the audio didn't quite match, others claimed the voice sounded different, and a few suggested it could be edited or taken out of context. That uncertainty didn't slow things down, it just split the conversation. So now you had two things happening at once. One side treating it as a serious allegation, and the other questioning whether it was even real or being misrepresented. And that tension is exactly what fueled the situation further. A large portion of the reaction was immediate outrage. Some users didn't hesitate. They called for bans, deplatforming, and even legal consequences, treating the clip at face value and assuming the worst. For them, there was no grey area. If the clip was real, that was enough. Others pointed out inconsistencies in tone or delivery, arguing that people were jumping to conclusions way too quickly without verified information. And then there were the takes, criticizing the reaction itself. Some said the internet was moving too fast, taking a resurfaced clip, adding assumptions, and turning it into a full narrative without confirmation. Others argued this is exactly how online pile-ons happen. One clip, one interpretation, and suddenly it becomes accepted as fact. In other news, the situation didn't just stop at the original clip of Bonnie, it escalated when other creators started weighing in, and that's when it pulled Mizkif into the conversation. After the clip of Bonnie complaining about an elderly couple went viral, a lot of the backlash stayed within Twitter for a while. People were debating whether it was just a bad moment or something that reflected her character, but things shifted when Mizkif reacted to it live in the following clip.
Sorry, why are you always in my way? Jesus. Okay, perfect.
What the f is that? Why? What did that couple do in the slightest that was wrong? I don't understand. That sweet little couple just were living life. Imagine if I did this. Imagine if a guy did this. It would be GG. It would be over. It would be, they're not invited anywhere, not allowed to go anywhere because of what they did, because they're disgusting. That's what it would be. If a man did this, it would be you are on Kick, and you're probably getting a promotion, or you're on Twitch and you're going to Kick. That's all it will be. I can't believe she did that. I find that so weird. Was she on drugs or something? I don't understand why she would just get mad at this elderly couple, film them randomly when she's talking about them 5 feet away, they can't hear, calling them slow when they're literally right in front of you and can clearly hear everything you're saying.
On one side, a lot of people agreed with him. They felt like he said what others were already thinking, that the situation was unnecessarily rude, and that streamers should be more aware of how they act in public. For them, his point about double standards hit hard, and they saw it as calling out something that doesn't get said enough. But not everyone was on his side. Some pushed back and defended Bonnie, arguing that people were overreacting to what was essentially just someone voicing frustration out loud. One take that popped up was that everyone has thoughts like that sometimes, they just don't say them publicly, and that the clip was being blown out of proportion. Then there was a completely different angle. People turning the criticism back onto Mizkif himself. Some users brought up his past, questioning whether he's in a position to call out others at all. Others shared personal experiences or opinions about how he interacts with viewers, suggesting hypocrisy in him taking the moral high ground in this situation.